Hi, good morning. This is a reflection on lesson 281 in A Course in Miracles, and it says, I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. Isn't that the truth? That's where I think just within this past year, especially while doing the Course in Miracles and other things going on in my life, I've deeply come to that realization, not even of the mind, because I've always known that with my mind, but I actually really feel that and I'm really living it. And I notice it every day. Like, I don't take things personally like I used to. I don't assume things are being said in any way other. I'm taking things at face value more than ever. And what's funny is there's a part of me that still knows when things are meant to be a button that somebody's trying to push or a way to get a certain type of response from me, and it doesn't affect me, and I don't not respond in the way they expect because of defiance. It's just I figure, well, I'm going to take it as I heard it, and if they want something else, they'll come forward and ask. It's like giving them the opportunity to rephrase their question in a way that elicits a response that's more truthful, or a response in a more truthful way. And so there's all sorts of ways like that this is showing up for me. And I just love this lesson, like, because nothing has been hurting me except my own thoughts. And then I'm like, okay, well, there's still more to work on there. There will be for a while, I'm sure. There's just more to unpack, let go of, just like realize they're just old patterns of thinking from a long time ago. So that's just where I'm at these days. So I love that this lesson popped up to be like, hey, remember when you used to you used to let yourself be hurt by thoughts or by other people? And it's like, but that even wasn't other people. It was still me secondarily. And I think I've heard people talk about this, like certain thing. It's like called the second arrow or something. I could be getting that wrong. Like, when something hurts, like something happens and it hurts, like, oh, I got shot by an arrow. Ow. And then it's like, then you start thinking about how much that hurts, and you just keep re-injuring yourself by thinking about how much it hurts. So that's what I think about, even if something is like, and the only way it really happens is within my relationship, my closest relationships, like with family and my partnership. But even then, we don't really say things that hurt each other. Maybe sometimes an accidentally insensitive thing, and then we talk about it like nothing really sticks anymore. And so, but with family, that's probably where I see it show up the most, where it's like, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do the same old thing. It doesn't stick anymore. And there was a time when they'd say stuff and how the initial thing would hurt, but then I would just not let go of it. Like, why do they do that? And that would make me hurt worse. So the second arrow, like I got shot with an arrow. Okay, yeah, ouch, hurts, pull it out, move on, and address the wound and move on. And then it used to be like, oh, let me just leave that one in there and then like put another one in by thinking about it so much. Now I'm stuck with two arrows. So I think I've heard people talk about it in that analogy. So let's see, how else did this lesson, like the whole idea that only my thoughts can hurt me or wound me, where I'm at now with that in my daily practice or whatever, non-practice, I don't even know, is recognizing when I even have a thought, period, no matter what kind of flavor it is, good, bad, neutral, just recognizing when I even just have a thought. Because really, I've come to the place, at least for now, lately, where even having thoughts is uncomfortable, because I think because I've been practicing not having thoughts more often, and that's such a peaceful place. So now just having any thought is like, oh God, there's my brain again, just thinking all that, just thinking when I could be right here, right now, like looking at that nature, and just being like, wow, which is so much more enjoyable than thought. So even if I'm having good thoughts, it's still like, oh, thinking's happening again. That whole thing that the brain does. So that's where lately I practice this. Only my thoughts can hurt me. Yeah, even the good ones. And I think I said that the other day, that like even striving and wanting the good stuff is still wanting, is still grasping, is still attachment. And it's still something to be let go of. Or not, you don't have to, but where I feel like where I'm going, I don't even know what that even means anymore, but whatever I'm doing, that's all there is for me now. It's like going all the way. Going all the way. All the way what? I don't know. It's different for everybody. But for me, stopping at like attaching to even the good stuff I want to go past that to a place where there's just no attachment, period. And that means to any thoughts, to any idea of what peace even means. Because if I have an assumption of what peace is, beyond the physical experience of peace, then that's just a thought. It's just an idea, which might even keep me further from experiencing it. So, like I keep saying, the rawness, just full immersion, just go all the way, whatever that means for me, in terms of like letting go. It's just a free fall of letting go. It's like as soon as I want for something or have this idea that that's the type of peace I want, that's what I want. No matter how good it is in the value system of life, I just want to let go of it. And I feel like for me, that's where the true freedom resides. And I'm feeling freedom all along the way. I feel like there's different degrees of freedom, I want maximum freedom. And there's a wanting, so I even need to let go of that. And I do practice that. I just practice just sitting. Some people call it meditation. I just call it sitting and relishing the boredom. Oh, it's a whole practice for me. And a recovering workaholic, an overachiever, the doer in me that's always got to be doing something. So I put in the spotlight whenever the doer shows up, whenever the thinker, whenever the achiever. I'm like, oh, what are you doing there? It's like when you shine a light in one of those movies, like in a detective movie, and they shine the light on the criminal, and they're like, I see you, what are you doing there? So anyway, we're in Woodstock, New York, and I want to show you a little bit of just my view, because we rented this little VRBO. They call it a chalet. It's so tiny, and there's like just the right amount of space. And I love when people just put stuff in their thing. Like they already had coffee beans and this old-timey grinder. I made a video. And a Bialetti, a tiny Bialetti. We have a bigger one, and I just love the tiny one. It just made just enough coffee. And so here's a little, make a fire later. There's Matt out on the porch in the little hammock swing. Can't wait to go out there. And then they made this beautiful rustic wood wall with shelves, and it's got like books on it about the area. And a little bedroom back there, a little kitchen, neat little whatever, light fixture, and that's it. That's the whole thing. And then these wide open windows for looking out at the Catskills. I'm grateful right now to just have this even just the ability to do something like this. We've worked so hard throughout our lives. Here's me making stories. And it's like, we've been talking, like, he never takes vacation. I'm like, you just let it go. They don't even roll over. You're just giving up your freedom what are you working for? Especially if it stresses you out so much, like use your vacation. And so that's what we've done. And we've taken turn. We've done pretty equal driving throughout the trip, which I'm glad for, because I love driving, so I could totally take over, but I know there's some joy in driving for him too. And also, I don't want him to feel like he has to drive the whole way, because I love driving and I want him to see the sights. So most of the time during the daylight hours, I'll drive so he can do the videoing, because I told him, like, he'd be like, I missed it. Like if we saw something that he didn't get his camera out in time, I'm like, that's okay, I got it. With my eyeballs, and then we'll remember it. We'll talk about it later. And then I drive during the nighttime mostly, or he drives during the nighttime. So we've been splitting it up pretty equally. And I don't know why I thought to tell you that. So anyway, I'm gonna go out there in the hammock swing in the brisk morning mountain Catskill air. And then I think we're going to explore the town of Woodstock. We went to this cute we got in kind of late in the 7 o'clock hour, unpacked and set everything up. I love to do that as soon as I arrive so that it feels like we're here longer. And then we went to this little cocktail bars. Oh, I walked in, smelled the smells, and I was like, oh, this is so... like the lighting, the dim lighting, like a hint of bourbon on the air, and just like everyone's cozy, and it's like not that many people. And then we sat down and we each had a pour of a bourbon, like a really nice bourbon, just sipped on it for an hour and had this little appetizer that was like, Matt's like, I've never had canned fish before. And I'm like, and it was like some fancy canned Danish fish that didn't taste fishy at all. It was so good, with like these homemade rye crackers and like these little peppercini things and pickled onions, and it was so good. So I'm gonna go, because look who's coming in. Oh no, he's fine. He's wearing old man sweater. That's what we call it. He gifted it to me, but he's reuniting with it this morning. It's called Old Man Sweater. So every time we put it on, we sing that. And so he's reuniting with his old man sweater, doing old man things like, I think I'll go sit on this bench now. I think I'll sit on this swing. I love him so much.